Hi people, and hello my Chili Con Carnage crew. It's Chili here for another live recording. This one's actually going to be pre-recorded because I'm going to be at a concert tonight. I'm going to be seeing Helmet, and I'm hella keen for all of that. But I didn't want to leave you guys in the lurch, so I thought I'd go over some of the news that I found during the week. And let's top it off first of all with some new releases. So today we have quite a few albums that are coming out. There are actually going to be a few remastered, of course, re-releases, whatever you want to call it. There's 40 Watt Sun releasing or re-releasing two albums here, The Inside Room and Wider Than the Sky. There's also The 69 Eyes, Death of Darkness, Angel, Once Upon a Time, Anthem, Crimson and Jet Black, As Everything Unfolds, Ultraviolet. There's Axel Rudy Pell, The Ballads 6, Brutal Youth, Rebuilding Year, Dawn of Oribus, Velvet Incandescence. I hope I'm pronouncing some of these right, because seriously, some of the names on these albums are just unique. Let's see here. Dorothea Cottrell, Death Folk Country. Wow, what a name. Enter Shikari, A Kiss for the Whole World. Grave Pleasures, Plague Boys. Hirax, Hate, Fear and Power. That's a re-release, as well as A Raging Violence. There's a lot of re-releases actually this week. Jethro Tull. Oh my god, is Jethro Tull No, it's a new album. Rockfloth. How? Oh my god, I gotta check that one out. Jethro Tull has done a new album. I did not know that they were doing something. Liv Christine, A River of Diamonds. Magnus Rosen, It's Tome. Is that a typo? It's Tome to Rock the World Again. Mecca, Everlasting. MMXX, what's that, just 2020? The New Wave EP. One Desire, Live with a Shadow Orchestra. Predatory Void, 7 Keys to the Discomfort of Being. Revolution Saints, Eagle Flight, Saint Demon, League of the Serpent, Smackbound, Hostage, Smashing Pumpkins with Autumn, a rock opera in 3 acts, Act 3. That is the final act of the Autumn Suite, and that is 33 songs in total. You know I will be doing a review on that one. Tanith Voyage, Texas Hippie Coalition, The Name Lives On. These Beasts, Cares, Wills, Wants, and Through Fire, Devil's Got You Dreaming, and lastly, Windhand, self-titled. That's a re-release as well. So, as I mentioned, I am not actually doing a live recording. I am going to be at a live concert tonight, and I'm going to be seeing Helmet. I am very keen to be at this concert. I'm sure I'll do regular posts on Instagram throughout the night as well, so it should be a really good concert overall. This has been 3 years in the making. I bought these tickets like, I don't know, 4 years ago when Helmet announced their 30-year anniversary tour. Then COVID, and it got delayed, and I just held on to the thing as long as I could. I just said, nah, bugger it. You know what? I want to see this band. I really do. So I'm just going to hold on to the tickets. And, well, eventually they came around. So, yes, I'm very keen for this one. You know, the recent album was really good. I really did enjoy the recent album that they put out. I mean, they haven't got a lot of material for a band that's been out for 30 years. What is it, like 6 studio albums or something? They're got some really cool shit. Dead to the World, that was the 2016 release. You know, they did have, I think they had a single out recently as well. By recently I mean about a year or two ago. Yeah, there was In the Ditch. That was okay, but for me, you know, there was another one as well. This one with a picture of like Australia on the front of it. It would be cool to hear that song being performed live, or, you know, if they can. But we shall wait and see at the concert there. Now, on top of the album releases that have come out, I just wanted to briefly discuss some of the singles that I've seen pop up here. First one, and probably the biggest one of all, was Foo Fighters. They're returning with a new single called Rescued. That's right, they have announced a new album to be coming out in May called But Here We Are. The drummer is unknown at this stage, and there have been talks. I think Matt Cameron was mentioned. His name was mentioned, I should say. He's shot down that rumour. He will not be the drummer, as well as Queen's drummer, I think, which is just weird. I mean, would Queen's drummer be a fit for Foo Fighters, I should say? Comment below. Let me know. What do you guys think? Would Roger be a good fit for them? I don't know. I guess he could. It'd be intriguing. So, yeah, Foo Fighters have got their new single, Rescued. Really cool song. Really passionate vocals, I should say. Passionate lyrics. The song is very streamlined, but I feel it's a powerful song, you know. It might be a little bit too polished. I'd like to see it dialed back a bit. Won't happen. But, you know, it's still a really cool track, and I'm pretty hyped, to be honest. First time I've been hyped to hear a Foo Fighters album in years. You know, not since, I don't know, Sonic Highways or something like that. You know, probably 8-10 years ago. But yeah, that's going to be coming out soon, so keeping an eye out on that one. Stained has also released a new album, single. Lowest in Me is the track. Say what you will about Aaron Lewis, you know, punching bag of rock almost, but he doesn't do too bad when it comes to the vocals. I'm not going to say he's great. He's definitely got some room to expand, but outside of his country music sections, I should say, is original band Stained, that new metal kind of act, alt rock, whatever you want to call it, basically. And you know, he did alright with Stained. I feel that anyway. I like Stained. I do. I genuinely do. But you know, here we are with Lowest in Me, and look, it's how do I say this without seeming offensive? But it's a basic song. I think it's back to their basic roots, and I think that's a good thing for the band in particular, because they're playing to their strengths. They don't need to be crazy and, you know, all this new shit that's out there now. Papa Roach can attest to that, you know, and Papa Roach failed. So the fact that they're just going, you know what, we're dial it back. We're not going to go something chaotic with the new music. We're going to do what we do best and just write some, you know, simple metal music, and it works well. They just play into their strengths on this track. I think it does quite well. I wouldn't say it blew me away, but I didn't have my hopes set high on this one, let me say it. I walked in with very low expectations, and maybe that's why it's better than I think it is. But I genuinely am curious about the new album. I really would love to hear it. So that's coming out, I believe, in May as well. Keep an eye out for that one. The other one as well, Spirit Box. They released a new single called The Void. I was briefly playing this before. Look, I've got terrible speakers set up here, so I can't say much about the music, about the song, other than I've heard a little bit of it. That'll be interesting. I will be playing that after this episode. But yeah, Spirit Box has released a new single, The Void, which means, of course, a new album probably coming up soon. So very intrigued by that. Spirit Box, really cool music that they write, you know, tapping into, I guess, a bit of that new metal sound. So it's very interesting to see them writing all these tunes. You know, the ones that they did, Eternal Blue, that album was really cool. Definitely very talented bunch of musicians there. So let's go into the music news for the week, and we're going to start off with something light. Kanye West. I know. Wow, how light can we get, people? Kanye West's Instagram account has been deleted again. And, I mean, he had 18 million followers. Wow. That's almost as much as me. No, look, that's probably for the best when it comes to Kanye. And I don't mean that as in, like, suck shit, Kanye, you don't deserve to be on Instagram. I mean that from his mental health perspective. He just shouldn't be using social media because it'll put him further into a spiral. That guy has been on a spiral for freaking months. So the fact that, you know, he can be off social media and off all of this hectic world of the internet, that's a good thing, I feel. So, Kanye West off Instagram, people. Take that what you will. I think he's still on Twitter, which is unfortunate. You know, I think it'd be best if there was some kind of blanket ban across all of his accounts. You know, keep him off that stuff for a couple of months, because, you know, we've seen what can happen, I guess, with people who spiral out of control. And I kind of feel like Kanye, even though he's been teetering on the edge for a long time, I kind of feel like it's a bit more recently. So, anyway, that's enough out of him. Coachella was fined $100,000 for breaking curfews. They played 20 minutes past their approved curfew of all 3 days over the weekend. Isn't Coachella like in the middle of a desert? Look, I'm not familiar with the Coachella festival. Just had to quickly look on this. But I thought Coachella was like Burning Man or something. If that's the case, then why the bloody hell is it curfew? Alright, I'm looking it up here. Very simple photo, but festival location. Where are you? 30-minute drive within that location there. I mean, it looks like it's in the middle of nowhere from photos. How do you get fined if you got no neighbours? It's like, imagine Burning Man getting a fine for being over their freaking curfew. What curfew? You're in a desert. It's stupid. So, yeah, anyway, that happened. Also, while we're on the topic of Coachella, Frank Ocean has reportedly scrapped an ice rink after injuring ankle during Coachella rehearsals. From what I actually read, I thought he cancelled his second Coachella performance. But this may... Yeah, I'm reading it here as well on another second. Frank Ocean cancelled second Coachella performance after backlash to chaotic first show. Okay, two things are not connected. Okay, Frank Ocean, he... Let's back this one up a little bit first. We'll address the first one. So, when I said ice rink, I don't mean it as a song. I mean, he was actually going to put an ice rink on stage. The fuck? I don't even know what to say. So, after injuring his ankle during Coachella rehearsals for an ice rink show, this isn't Disney on Ice. Just stick to playing the music. I get that pop musicians want to do this crazy shit on stage and, you know, outdo each other, but fuck, man, just stick to what you do best. Play your tunes. You got some good songs. Just do it. I thought I read in that article that he had cancelled it because, oh, you know, his ankle was sore, and I was going to call him out and go, dude, Dave Grohl played with a broken leg for like a month or two. He was just on stage with his chair. Even Axl Rose did the same thing. That's not the case, though. It doesn't appear. But Frank Ocean did cancel his second Coachella performance after backlash to chaotic first show. I'm just reading here. The singer says, performance isn't what I intended after a late start, sudden finish, and reports of an ice rink stage being dismantled hours before. Jesus, this is just a whole bunch of like shit that can go wrong. And usually when you complicate these things, that can happen. That can really happen. You look at Rammstein, they got it down pat. They know there's a lot of shit going down. But that's been years and years of perfection of what they do. So, Frank, just keep it simple, dude. It's Kiss. It's simple. Very, very easy. Yeah, so it was chaotic. There was some beauty in chaos, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, whatever. Blink-182 apparently lined up to take Ocean's headlining spot. I don't know if that was the case. I wasn't at Coachella. I do know someone who was. Damn. Saw Blink-182. Friggin' jealous. So yeah, Frank Ocean, everyone just got injured because of an ice rink accident because of a show that he wanted to put on with an ice rink. I don't know what to say. Let's move along though. That's the better part. Now, Soundgarden and Vicky Cornell have settled a legal dispute and they will release the band's final recordings. I don't know how to feel about this one. I don't know exactly what kind of state that they're in. That's the main thing. You know, is this a case of where Chris Cornell's recordings are finished, the music is like 90% done, and it just requires some final touches? Or are we talking about, you know, where it is in a very raw demo status and they're just going to pump it out? Last thing we need is a band that, you know, to do a last album that would tarnish their image. But on the other hand, if it was Chris Cornell's recordings that had been done, and all that was left was for the band to do their parts and maybe finalise some of their parts, it could be intriguing. You know, it's not like it hasn't been done before. Look at Static X. Perfect example. They had Wayne Static recorded all these vocal parts for the album, but died before, of course, writing the tunes to it. So it could be an intriguing point. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens when it gets released. We shall see. Moving on. Dillinger Escape Plan. Every Time I Die members announce a new supergroup, Better Lovers. I played the song recently. It was a new song, 30 Under 13. Very chaotic. Yes, very chaotic. But at the end of the day, this is a supergroup, people. And we all know what happens when it comes to supergroups. They just never work. So I'm going to call this right now and say, it will be mediocre. It'll be fine. But nothing great. Just calling it. Alright? Not a huge fan of Dillinger Escape Plan. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan of their music. Yeah. Anyway, fuck it. Now this, oh shit. This next one, I don't even know what to make of this. Cassette tapes have recorded a 20-year high. The fuck? I don't even know what to say. Recent releases from Arctic Monkeys, Harry Styles, and Florence and the Machine have driven the spike. Who buys cassettes? Buy vinyls, stream, or CD. Cassettes is such an inferior product compared to this. What is it, like 5 people bought it this year? That's up from 4, I guess, from last year. Cassettes they're just horrible. They get chewed up by machines. Are there any machines these days who do take tapes? There's more questions than I have answers to for this headline here. And I don't even want the answers. I can't be bothered. Sometimes dead technology... can't even say this sentence. Sometimes dead technology should stay dead. Cassettes, you are one of them. Last thing we want to do is just be getting our pencils out. Oh, I'm just going to fix this tape player up. Damn, I can't believe my Florence and the Machine tape just got chewed by the machine. It's dumb. And I think we'll end this episode on the final headline. One that I can't believe it. Green Day celebrate 39th smooth anniversary with never before seen video from 1990. That's right. Their iconic debut album turned 33. Fuck, I'm old. Oh, shit. I guess we're not really mentioning Kerplunk, are we? But still, Green Day and their first album, their 39. Damn, has it been 33 years? God. Why? Why, people? So that'll be a thing that is happening. A new video coming out, and probably of a very, very young Green Day when it comes to this as well. Kerplunk. Yeah. That's going to be cool. Interesting story, actually, about Green Day and NoFX. Green Day was once kidnapped. Billy Joel, was once kidnapped by NoFX by accident. And you can read about this in their autobiography of NoFX, The Hepatitis Bathtub. But basically, they were at a concert. NoFX were at a concert, brought their van along, and they went to the concert or whatever. I think it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, maybe. I don't know, but they came back to the end result is this: they go back to the van after the show. They leave and they're just hammering it. They're on the road back in. They're just smashing it, bang, 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 switching between lanes, going through it, and then all of a sudden, after like 10 minutes of driving in chaotic fashion, pumping music, whatever, they just hear this bang, bang, bang. This guy's knocking on the back of the van. And they're like, what the hell? We're doing like 60 miles. How is there a bang going on inside the van? Let's pull over. It could be a flat tire. So they pull over. They're checking out the van. Bang, bang, bang again. But it came from inside the van. They're like, the fuck? So they open up the slide door. And there's this little kid, this like 13-year-old kid. I know it sounds bad, it sounds like a Catholic church. Trust me, it's not. But still, there's this little kid, and he just like comes out. Oh, jeez, thank you, you stopped, man. And they're like confused, looking at each other. What's happened here? And he's like, oh man, I got really drunk and I wanted to see this show. And unfortunately I got really drunk, so I had to pass out somewhere, and I just opened your van and passed out in there. But I got awoken because of your driving and smacking my head around. Anyway, that kid would go on to form Green Day. That was Billy Joel, and actually I think the first time they had Green Day, or one of the first times they met, Billy Joel brought that up to Fat Mike, how they first interacted back in the day like that. So, yep, there is an interesting story for Green Day and NoFX fans if you're unaware of that one. Really cool. Do check out their autobiography, The Hepatitis Bathtub. I've read it. It's hella funny. There is a lot of shit. There's a lot of dark stuff as well involved in their history. But yes, Green Day is releasing a new video clip. It'll be out sometime soon, I'd imagine. And that'll wrap up this very short episode. I hope you have a great day and stay spicy. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listen Erased. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chili Con Carnage crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listen Erased, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.